In this video, you'll see how to create design option sets and options within those sets to manage alternative designs within the same model. We'll show how to work with those options and see the effect of assigning an option as the primary option on the main model. Let's start by opening the file Create Design Options. And in this file, we'll create an alternative layout for the upper floor. So we'll go to the level 2 floor plan. We can see we currently have some partitions laying out the rooms on the upper floor, but we'd like to try an alternative arrangement. So to do this, we'll go to the Manage Ribbon tab, and from the Design Options panel, we'll choose Design Options. So currently there are no design options in the model, so we'll choose to create a new option set. And we'll select option set 1 that we just created, and we'll rename this to be the upper floor. So now we have that option set created. We have option 1, and we'll choose to create a new option, which will be option 2. And these will act as containers for our alternative layouts. So we'll choose Close, and currently, looking at the Manage Ribbon tab here, we can see that the main model is the active design option. And this means that we can select all of the objects and edit the objects that are in the main model. We need to select the objects that we want to create alternatives from, and then add these into our design options. So we'll select all of the partitions at this level. I'll just deselect the tag here, which we can't add to the option itself. And now going back to the Manage Ribbon tab, we'll choose Add to Set from the Design Options panel. We can see this prompts us to add it into the upper floor option set. And we have both option 1 and 2 checked. So when we choose OK, the objects that we had selected will be moved from the main model and a copy placed into both option 1 and option 2. So we'll choose OK. And now the main model is still the current design option, which means that we cannot select the partitions or the doors or any of the objects that we've added into our options at the moment. However, we can still select the other objects. So in order to create our alternative layout, we need to set the option active. So I'll choose option 2. And now we can see that the main model is grayed out and we can no longer select those objects. But we can now start to edit the partitions to create our alternative layout. So from the Modify ribbon tab, I'll choose the Trim Extend Single Element tool. I can still select the object in the main model and extend this wall up to it. And now I can select this wall and we'll extend this one down. We'll choose the door and we'll pick a new host, which can be this wall here. And now we'll delete this angled wall so that we have our first design change. We'll pick a new host and place this door on this side of the partition. Now we can delete out some of these walls and stretch these back and create our alternative layout. This door will move into this wall here, and we'll create a new door to go into this room. Finally, we'll take this door and move it to a different position in the wall, so that we now have our alternative layout. Looking at the status bar at the bottom of the screen, we can see we have the design options down here too. And we can see we're currently working on option 2. So I can choose the drop down list from here and swap back to the main model. And when I'm looking at the main model, so to go back to the Manage Ribbon tab, we're looking at the main model, we can currently see option 1. And that's because option 1 has been set as the primary option. And this means that when we're editing the main model, the primary option is the option that we'll see. And this acts as the default option. So going back to the design options, we could choose option 2 here and choose to make this the primary option. We have a warning that our tag may need to be updated, but we'll continue and close. And we can see now that although we're still editing the main model, we're now looking at option 2 as that's been set to be the primary option. And to see option 1, we need to set that as the active option. So I'll go back to the main model. I'd like to create another alternative for the roof. So I'll go to the design options once more, and we'll choose to create a new option set. And we'll rename this to be roof. And then we'll create a new option. So we'll choose Close. And now looking at the list of design options, we can see we have the roof option set and the upper floor option set. I'll select the roof. And from the Manage Ribbon tab, we'll choose Add to Set. Now we make sure that we got the roof option set selected, and we can add this into option 1 and option 2, but I'll actually uncheck option 2, so we've added it just to option 1. So I'll choose OK. Once again, as we have the main model active, we can see the primary version of the roof option, so we can see it here. However, when I change to option 2, the roof will actually disappear. So I'll create a new roof. First I'll switch on the underlay of the floor below to help me sketch out the roof. And now from the Architecture ribbon tab, I'll choose the Roof by Footprint tool. And as we're creating this whilst working in option 2 of the roof, it will automatically be placed into that design option. So I'll create a rectangle with a 1 foot offset. We'll draw that around our existing walls. I'll change the slope to be 2 in 12. And now when I choose Finish Edit mode, that roof will be created. And going to the 3D view, we can see the roof that we've created for our option. Going back to option 1 of the roof set, we can see the original roof. And going back to the main model, we can then see the option 1 roof, as that's set to be the primary option in our roof option set. So that completes this video. And to recap, in this video, we've seen how to create design option sets and options within those sets to manage alternative designs within the same model. We've also shown how to work with those options and seen the effect of assigning an option as the primary option on the main model.